France won, Germany nil in what was, I mean, to be honest, in my opinion, I was quite disappointed. I don't think the game really lived up to the hype. Um, Obviously, the first goal took an unlucky deflection from Hummels, who I've always said has been a bit of a brick, especially Dortmund. His pace hasn't been great, but to be honest, for quite a lot of that game, and this has got to be controversial, but I think he pocketed Mbappe. And by pocketed, I mean he won most of the duels. Yes, Mbappe ran. Yes, he caused him problems. But at the end of the day, like, how many saves did Neuer really have to make? How many times was the Germany goal actually threatened? Yes, they were threatened down the flank, the pace, the run, etc. But in terms of actual clear attempts and good chances, aside from obviously the disallowed goal and obviously the offside, but those were offside. So if you take those offside situations away, which obviously give the advantage to the attackers anyway, what clear chances, at goal did France really have? Not that many, to be honest. And I expected more. And I think that it's interesting that you're going to see, if this is how France go forward, then I can kind of see how they might struggle to potentially break more defensive and compact teams down, like Italy. Even in this group, like Hungary. If you're going to rely essentially on, sort of transition long ball up to Mbappe to run, that's fine. But as you see in this game, one of the reasons why I think Lau played with you at the back is to basically, essentially, this is the United channel, if people think back to what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did against PSG with Mbappe Neymar, playing free at times 5 at the back and to basically man mark Mbappe and shunt him out of the game. Because if you shunt him out of the game, Benzema doesn't necessarily have the pace to be able to obviously, to work on that we can finish. So I'm not saying that France played badly. I'm not saying Germany played badly. In fact, both these teams are going to get through the group, and I'm sure they're going to get far in the competition. But I am interested to see how France in particular play against teams that are a bit more compact and where they're going to have to spend time breaking them down. Because looking at their run-up, their World Cup qualifiers in the run-up to this, they did seem to struggle against those types of teams. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, for me, a bit of a disappointing game, if I'm honest. Certainly one of the best games of the tournament. I think there's more to see from this German side, and I think there's more to see from this French side as well. Shout out to Pogba for that ball, though. That was a good ball. That was a very, very good ball. Kante obviously does his thing. I think with Germany, they really need someone up top. They really need someone who can finish, and they don't really have that. If France were barely a threat in with the German goal, then Germany was zero threat at all, and that's something that needs to change, ASAP. To be honest, although holding possession, they really didn't cause that many problems. Even though they put the pressure on, they just couldn't get it done. So we'll see what happens. But remember, guys, stay tuned for more reactions for the Euros and Copa America. Subscribe. Hit that notification button. Leave your comments below. And cheers.